Take us through it.
So Mixel is a social network in and of itself. So when you sign in, you find the overlap between your Facebook friends and people on Mixel. You can follow anybody. It's asymmetric following, like on Twitter, so you don't have to wait for someone to accept your friend request. The Updates tab shows you the latest stuff that all your friends have posted in reverse chronological order. So you can scroll down here and just see that there's a ton of great stuff. The Popular tab shows you the best stuff from across the network, regardless of whether or not you're following those people. So you can easily find new people to follow here and see great new work. And My Mixels lets you manage the ones that you've posted and are available for everybody else to see, and lets you make new ones too. So you tap on Start a New Mixel, you get a brand new workspace. You tap on Add Image in the lower right-hand corner, and we make it really easy to find images. You can do a web image search for any image on the web. You're authenticated with Facebook, so all your Facebook photos will show up here. If you have photos on your iPad, you can access those. And we have what's popular on Mixel too, which is the images that are showing up most frequently in the most number of collages throughout the network.
So make a new collage, make a new Mixel here.
Sure. So you find any image and say, okay, yes, I want to use this. And it gets copied from the web to your canvas. And you can use pinch and zoom to manipulate the images very quickly. It's very easy to duplicate, to flip, even to crop. Tap on crop, and you draw any shape, and you cut out the image, just like sitting at a kitchen table with a pair of scissors. So the secret sauce is that every one of these images gets uploaded to the server, and the server keeps track of all the originals. So you can uncrop any of these images. You can also browse any collage on Mixel and say, hey, I want to use this or that for myself. So you can come in here and, let's say, look at this picture of clouds. And you'll see that the images are not flat JPEGs, they're actually database calls. So when you open up an image, you can actually move around the pieces. You can't make any permanent changes because it's already been posted. But you can sort of see the way it was put together. And say, for instance, that you want to use this one image for yourself. You can tap Reuse Piece and then send it over to the collage that you are working on. Drop it in. And if you're not happy with this particular shape, the server does have the original, so you can just tap crop again and get access to that original piece and draw a different shape to crop. So it's really easy to find pieces one by one, to reuse them, to create something new. You can go through all of the posted collages and cherry pick the best ones that you want to use. You can also remix any image. You tap Remix, which is here in this view. Mixel copies all these elements over to a new canvas for you, and you can resort them or do whatever you like. You can crop them again, delete some, add some more, and when you're done with that collage and you're ready to post it, it gets added to the end of this thread of remixes. So this is like a visual conversation thread, which is really what we're trying to go for. We want people to think of this stuff as visual chatter and have fun doing it. My name is Koi Vin, and I am the co-founder of Mixel, a social collage app for iPad.
Okay, so talk about Mixel and what you're trying to do.
So Mixel is a brand new kind of app that makes collage and art making social for the first time on tablets. It lets you use any image that inspires you to cut it up really easily using really familiar multi-touch gestures, and to remix and share things in a whole new way. And the goal is to turn a whole bunch of new non-artists into people who are passionate about making art and having fun doing it in a super casual manner.
Okay, and So now to talk about it seems like we're moving into a space where we're trying to use visuals as pictures and art and whatnot as a way to communicate. And is this,
Yeah.
what's happened? What's changed now?
I think for a number of years now, people have been sort of gearing up to create like really specific visual expressions of themselves. And if you look at what people are doing with blogs, with Tumblr, with Posterous, and especially what they're doing with Pinterest, they're collecting these images that really reflect who they are and what interests them in the world. And if you stand back from a Tumblr or a Pinterest, it's really a collage that's waiting to happen. It's waiting for somebody to take the next step and actually turn it into a highly specific expression of who they are. So Mixel is a tool that makes that really possible and lets you do it in like an incredibly easy context and do it with the people that you know from your social graph.
And talk about a little bit more detail about what you guys do and how people will use it.
So we think it's a new kind of recreational activity that people are going to spend time, sitting on the couch with their iPad, or in their dorm rooms, or maybe even out at the park doing. It's a great way to sort of engage a new part of your brain and start working with images in a really fun way and interact with people that you know and people that you don't know.
Okay. And so just talk about where the company came from and the idea that you came up with.
Sure. So the company was co-founded earlier this year by Scott Osler, my co-founder, and myself. We are based here in New York. And from the first day, our mission has been to combine social with art making on multi-touch tablets. We think there's an enormous potential there because for the first time you've got this ideal art making tool that's really achieving critical mass with mainstream audiences everywhere, and it's just waiting for the right social software to let people take advantage of it in a whole new way.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks.